So welcome to our third self-hug workshop with Monica Kamran, founder of Inner Sanctuary Wellness. The purpose of these workshops is to learn new skills and techniques to help us manage our holiday and other general life stress. The focus tonight is how to respond instead of react, which I'm sure all of us can use. So thanks again for joining us, Monica. I really have enjoyed the previous two workshops, and I'm looking forward to learning more from you tonight. So turn it over to you.
Thank you, April. Thank you for having me here. Greetings, everybody. I welcome you to this session. Thank you so much for taking out the time and making the effort of participating in this wellness series, this wellness workshop today. As April mentioned, this is being recorded. If you would like to switch off your cameras at this time, please go ahead. I would also request if you can be on mute, that would be appreciated. Thank you so much. Well, just would like to add, I will be sharing some mindful moments with you, some techniques which are complementary to the medication you might be taking that might be prescribed by a medical professional for a physical condition. So these techniques are not meant to be a replacement, and I'm not a medical professional, but I can say for sure that these techniques really work. They work if you practice them in your day-to-day life to manage emotions and live a more peaceful life. Today, our topic is to start responding and stop reacting. This is, in my opinion, a more challenging one. It is very natural to to react and not respond. Typically, when we react to a situation, it comes out from a place of anger or frustration most of the times. But when we respond, it comes out from a place of awareness. And it comes with practice. It comes from an inner place of mindfulness, whereas reacting is instant. This is a wonderful quote that I keep repeating to myself, at least, is when you react, you're giving away your power. But when you respond, you are staying in control of yourself. Isn't that a wonderful reminder? One thing that we forget is that we always have a choice. The power of choice is one of the greatest gifts we are given. The privilegeous choice, if removed, can be torturous for us. So we make many choices during the day, which you don't even realize. You get up, you go brush your teeth, you say good morning to somebody. It's as if it's become habitual. But you don't realize that there is a choice. You do have a choice of not brushing your teeth. You do have a choice of not saying good morning, but it has become a habit and you have made that choice. So you make a number of small choices during the day. So when you have to make a choice, it's also not only a gift, but a responsibility. When we talk about responding and reacting, the main thing that comes to mind is emotions. With having said that, I would like to ask you to look at this chart and see how do you feel today. It's one of the favorites when I use this with children and teens. They like to look, how are they feeling, and just get a way of saying, I'm good, I'm fine, it's okay. So just have a look and see, how do you feel today? Or There might be a feeling or an emotion that you're feeling today that's not on this chart. But have you ever thought, when you are tired and somebody just tells you to do something that seems challenging at that moment, typically you will react to that and saying you were angry. But were you actually angry? Were you feeling anxious? Were you feeling hungry? Were you just feeling enraged at that time, disappointed? It could be many, many emotions. So when we think of reacting, you need to know your emotions and manage them well. Managing your emotions is one of the most challenging things to do. We can't control emotions. I mean to say that you just can't put a dial and say switch off. And that's okay too. It's very normal to feel emotions. But what we need to do is know exactly how you feel and aim for regulation, not repression of your emotions. Do you know that you can keep repressing your emotions for years and years, and that can manifest as physical aches and pains as well? As an energy healer, as an emotion code practitioner, I work with several clients where we feel that they have been feeling an anger towards something for years, and that has manifested into some ache and pain that happened 20 years back. Well, so that shows that we tend to keep our emotions inside and sometimes don't even know about them. A very basic thing to do is label your emotion. And that's why I showed you that chart. Once you know how you are feeling, what that emotion is, you will not repress it. You won't suppress it. You won't prevent yourself from expressing or experiencing that feeling. A healthy emotional expression involves some kind of balance between overwhelming emotions and no emotions at all. Excuse me. And that's why to learn to strategize, how do I respond? It's easier said than done. Well, this is the basic strategy, is to label your emotion, name it. What is it? Accept that emotion. Sometimes we feel it could be cultural, it could be logistical, it could be your personal opinion. When you have opinions like you feel it's not okay to feel an emotion, it's not okay to feel grief, it's not okay to feel angry. Well, if you're human, you will have those emotions. We just have to accept them. Accept, this is how I'm feeling. And investigate that emotion, which means how intense is it? How are you feeling that when you feel that emotion? How are you breathing? Is anything changing? When I feel angry, do my shoulders get bent like that? So, knowing yourself and knowing your emotions is part of mindfulness, which will help you know your emotions, know yourself, and be aware of them. So let's jump into the real strategies that really help for responding to something. This is my favorite because this is a simple one that anybody can do anytime. 3 breaths and 1 question. When somebody says something to you, and it could be something very, very simple, I often use this example. There have been times I have just walked into the house after a long day and getting grocery, and I'm asked the question, so have you cooked dinner? What's for dinner? And it's very easy to react at that time. But to respond is challenging. Little scenarios like that happen with us all the time. It may be at work, it may be at home. Well, what do you do at that moment? You might have heard that when you get angry, start counting till 10. Well, even if you count till 3, just 1, 2, 3, or take 3 breaths. So just pause and take 3 breaths. You will notice that at that time, your mind quietens. Your mind quietens, and you have the little time in between to actually think how you're going to respond to that situation. Or you can just ask yourself a question. How should I respond? How should I face this challenging position? Whatever question that comes to you. Try this strategy. I would say that whenever you try any of these strategies, one of the easiest ways to try it is when you are watching TV. When you're watching TV and something comes up, maybe you're watching news and that makes you feel angry. Something happened there that upsets you. That would be a really good time because you're not interacting with anybody at that time. That would be a good time to be aware and ask yourself, how am I feeling? How is my body feeling at that time? Um, how am I reacting? It could be the news, it could be watching sports. So many times when I work with teens, this is the scenario that comes up. Their team is losing and they're screaming, can't you hear? Can't you do this? Can't you run in that direction? Well, that's fun too, but to really practice what mindfulness is and practice the responding is a good scenario to do in front of the TV. So let's move on. Another strategy, like I said, you need to be aware of your body. And if you are tense, in your body and holding that tension all the time or most of the time without even realizing it, you tend to react more than respond to situations, than giving somebody a calm reply rather than giving somebody a calm response. So, for that, this is a wonderful exercise. Let's practice this together. Focus on your hands and make a fist like this and hold the fist tightly. Hold it for a few seconds. I'm going to count till 5 slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Let's try that again. Just remember that when you hold it, it should not be feeling too tight and that your muscles are aching. We're just focusing on the hands. So just the hands, hold them tight again. But when you release, the tension has to be released in one go. Hold it tight, making the fist tight, tighter or lighter according to your comfort level. Let's count till 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. You immediately feel the tension in your body, the physical tension in your body getting released. This is a wonderful exercise to do, especially with children, with teens, but not restricted to age. They do relate to this very easily. You can practice this with all body parts. Right now, we did just the hands. Try it with your feet. Tighten the muscles of your feet, just your feet. It can be a little challenging and not your legs. Just tighten your feet. Count till 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. This tense and release technique really helps you let go of the tension that you are holding in your body. When you are tense, you are not, your body is not relaxed. Your reactions would be tenser too. They cannot be as calm. So this is a good way, instead of venting out your anger, screaming at somebody, this is a good way to let out. Try this technique with different parts of the body, your arms, your legs, even your face. Smiling hard, holding it for some time, and releasing it. Try this technique and see how it really helps to calm down. As I said, that it is all about regulating and managing your emotions. It is very easy to tell somebody, calm down, don't worry. But that doesn't really work, does it? If I just tell somebody, calm down, well, okay, what do I do? What do I do to calm down? That is the real question. And the techniques that I am sharing, once you start practicing, and you will see that with practice, it's a process, yes. With practice, you will be able to utilize them, to use these techniques in a situation when you actually need to calm down. When we are not able to manage our emotions, it can affect our life in many ways. It can affect our relationships. With many youth, if they are not able to manage emotions, express their emotions properly, and regulate their emotions, they look for other alternatives to feel happy. They look for alternatives like drugs, trying out different things, because they're looking for an outlet. Here is another one. It's called stop, which is so much easier. And I'll just take a minute. Excuse me. Thank you. Stop is S, is for literally stop your thought. When somebody is saying something to me, or I'm watching somebody, a scenario that is happening in front of me that's a little challenging, which is upsetting me, just stop there. You can even start by closing your eyes. So let's try this. Think of something that may have upset you, or a person that might have said something, who might have said something unpleasant to you, and close your eyes. Think of that upsetting situation or that person in front of you. Now take a deep breath and notice your breath's flow. Is your breath shallow? Is it too fast? And now observe your body, the bodily sensations. Do you feel tightness anywhere in your body? Are the muscles of your back tensing up? Do you have an uncomfortable feeling in your stomach? And now, just notice your feelings. How does the situation make you feel? At this moment, are you feeling upset, distressed, disturbed? And focus on your breath again. Slowly and gently open your eyes. Now that you are aware of how you are feeling, you have an understanding what you are feeling, how you're feeling, and where you're feeling in your body. Just breathe into that area, which means visualize that your breath is going all the way to that area. And now proceed with this kindness and awareness, looking at the situation and thinking, what had happened in that situation and how did you react? Now that you have gone through all these steps, do you think you would respond to it differently? In the beginning, it just might be that you react to it, but with less intensity. And that's a start. This step took a little longer because I wanted to have you go through it slowly. But if you just think of the word stop, you're just being aware, okay, your body gives you clues. When every time you get angry, before you say something, before you feel that anger in your mind, your body will give you clues like typically the shoulders tense up, the back gets stiff. Some people have this funny feeling in the stomach. For many others, it's like a little ache, almost a physical pain in the heart area. Notice that once you are aware, yes, you know, okay, my body's tensing up. I'm getting angry. How do I respond now to this situation or to the person? You will see that it'll make a difference. You will slowly start responding. So instead of reacting and screaming back and saying something that you might regret later on, you respond to that situation with more awareness. If you have any comments on that, I would love to hear them, how this went for you, and if you think you would be able to use these techniques at the end of the session. Another simple one is just focus on the other person. Like I said, when somebody tells me, calm down, it's going to be okay, I feel that all the focus is on myself. How am I feeling? Which is really nice. I need to know that. But I totally ignore what the other person is feeling. So if you just take a moment to look at the other person, to acknowledge their stress and the strain, and just listen to the emotion they're expressing, thinking, if you're saying to yourself, they're really angry about this, and understanding and realizing that the person is yelling at you or angry at you not just because of you, but because how they are feeling. Does that resonate with you? Thank you for all the chats that I'm getting, your comments. Thank you. We will go back to them. Um, this is well, in the chat, in the comment, somebody mentioned that this is a little hard. It's hard to focus on the other person. Yes, it is. I totally agree. And in fact, all these techniques can be a little challenging, and they do come with practice. And that is why I suggest try it when you're watching TV, or try it when you are in not such a intense situation, or when you see two other people talking to each other and seeing their reactions. Can you start labeling their emotions? Can you look at them from a third person without any judgment? That is the first step to your practice. Once you start doing that, you will see that it'll be easier for you to incorporate it in your life as well. So try any of these and pick all of them. I would suggest that try all of them sometime, because all of these, you never know which one works when. If nothing else, like I said, just pause. The very first technique that we used, just pause, just breathe, and then respond. That gives you a little time. What we are looking for basically is that time. 3 breaths, the focusing on somebody, the stop technique, everything gives you a little time to think what you are going to say. Once you start practicing these techniques slowly, you will see that your relationships start getting better. More than that, you recognize and acknowledge your emotions and separate yourself from the emotions. What I mean to say is, there is a difference if I say she's angry. When I say she got angered, or saying that she got angry because of what somebody said, or when people are not on time, that angers her. That puts the emphasis on the situation and not just the person. So you are detaching the emotion from the person. And that's what we are trying to do here. Mindfulness is about looking at yourself and others non judgmentally, from a distance, and not and knowing that emotions are not just you. When you incorporate these, you will see that it really will make you a more calmer person, and you will start responding more mindfully. Now let's sit back and let's do a small meditation, which will also help you relax, will help you understand your body, be aware of the aches and pains that you are holding, and help be more mindful. So sit back or lie on your back with your legs uncrossed. If possible, have your feet touch the floor. Slowly and gently close your eyes, setting an intention that you will relax. Relax your body, mind, and spirit with this meditation and allow yourself to be more mindful and calm. Put your arms in a comfortable position by your side, on your abdomen, or on your thighs if you're sitting down with your palms facing up. Bring your focus on your breath, taking a deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. Being aware of how the breath fills your chest, making it expand and contract. Each breath that you take in is relaxing. Take few more deep breaths at your own pace, feeling more comfortable and relaxed. Just focusing on your breath, noticing how the air moves in and out of your body. Now bring your attention to your feet. Noticing how do they feel today? Do they feel warm, cold? Are your feet achy? Do they feel tired because they helped you walk around? Maybe more than you should have. Just visualize that every breath that you are taking in is going all the way to your feet, relaxing them and letting go of any aches, pains, heaviness that you might feel in your feet. If they already felt relaxed, with each breath that you send to your feet, it feels better and better. You might feel your feet getting heavier. Now, slowly bring your attention to your legs. The portion of your legs between your knees and ankles. Do you need to adjust them, tighten, or soften that area to relax? Notice, had you ever been more aware of this part of your body? Had you paid attention to it exclusively? Notice how your skin feels when your clothes touch that part of your leg. Consciously breathe into that area, relaxing it and letting go of the tightness and stress that you hold there. Move up slowly to your thighs now. Breathing into your thighs, relaxing them, loosening them. If you're sitting or lying down, maybe adjusting your posture a little to help them more relaxed. Feeling your entire legs getting heavier. And if you notice any stress, tightness, tension that you might be holding in every area of your legs, just let it go. Let your breath relax that area. Letting go and melting away the ache and pain out of your body, making it calm and relaxed. Moving upwards to your hips and abdomen, feeling them sink more into the chair or the floor. Breathing into your abdomen, noticing how the breath goes all the way to your abdomen, and a simple intention of relaxing helps you let go of any trauma that you might be holding there. Taking deep breaths. Each inhalation is relaxing, and each exhalation is releasing. Bring your attention to your ribs. Taking a deep breath in and relaxing that area. The part of your upper abdomen and your chest that's covered by your ribs. Relaxing it. Feeling it be heavier. And letting go of any stress that you, tension, aches and pains that you might be holding here. Letting your breath fill in this part of your body, making it happier, vibrant, and relaxed. Now bring attention to your heart, your chest and heart area. Breathing in and letting go of all the burdens that you might be holding here. The emotions or feelings that you might have felt today or in the past. With each inhalation, the heart fills with kindness and compassion. And with each exhalation, letting go of all the sorrows grief that you might be holding in your heart, sending it love and joy. Now bring attention to your shoulders. Move them if you need to, adjust them if you need be, if the need be to make them feel relaxed. Consciously making them relaxed, of letting go of any tension that you hold here, any stiffness that you might hold here. Let that relaxation go down your arms into your hands. Your arms and your hands have worked hard for you. Thanking them, relaxing them, feel them getting heavier. If you hear any sounds or any thoughts come in, that's okay. Just let them be. Acknowledge them. And bring your focus back on your breathing. Your entire body feels heavier, relaxed, and you have made a conscious effort to let go of all the energy that you do not need anymore, that does not serve you anymore. Bring your attention to your neck and your face, relaxing your neck as you breathe in and out. Relaxing your jaws, your cheeks, your eyes, feeling them sink in a little. Relaxing your forehead as if somebody was putting little fingers and spreading the skin of your forehead. Going all the way to the tip of your head. Relaxing your entire head and your entire body, feeling heavier but relaxed, just letting it go. Slowly and gently bring your attention back to your breathing, feeling and noticing how your breath has become more rhythmic, smoother, and calmer. How your chest rises and falls. Take 5 deep breaths at your own pace, relaxing even more, and taking this opportunity to thank your body for all that it has done for you today. Setting an intention that you will honor it, be grateful to it, and take care of it. Slowly and gently open your eyes. Look around the room, looking at the room you are in, just to be back in the present. This body scan can be done very quickly. It can be done as long as you like. One of the reasons is to relax your body, relax the body parts which you have never done so consciously. Another reason is also that this makes you aware of where in your body you are holding the tension. Many times, when I do this body scan meditation, my clients tell me, "Oh, I didn't know my shoulder was so achy. I didn't know my thighs were so heavy. I thought I carried all my stress in my shoulders, but it seems that my abdomen was really tight." What you did today is let go of the stress that you were holding, the stress caused by the emotions that you were holding. When your body relaxes, it helps your mind relax as well. That, in turn, will help you to respond and not react. I would now like to take if you have any questions or comments. Thank you for the comments about the stop techniques. Look like that is resonates with many of you. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for all the comments that you like the meditation. Thank you, April, for your comment about focusing on the other person. Would you like to share that a little bit?
Well, I was thinking, like, there are times when I'll be out walking our dog. That's our main event of the day these days with my husband. And there will be times when he'll get upset about this person or that person who is walking their dog and they're in our way and we've got to take, a little different route or whatever. And I almost always tell him, well, just think about what they're doing, or what's going on with them. Trying to help him see the other person's point of view or position or, just a different kind of perspective. And so I think I tend to do that naturally, and I think it works really well. Now, if it was somebody, though, that you were having an argument with, it may be a little tougher, I agree. But I think it's a really important feature to focus on that you've shared with us tonight.
Absolutely.
What's going on with the other person? You just don't know. They could just have a horrible thing going on in their lives. And so if we're mindful of that, I think it's important to consider, bottom line. So anyway, that's my thought.
Absolutely. Yes, Michelle and Chuck, this is you when you felt the energy or the chi moving, that is definitely energy moving. I would recommend everybody to have a lot of water to let the toxins out. When you practice this kind of meditation, energy does move in your body. And this is, you are taking in positive energy and letting go of the stagnant energy that you have been holding in your body unconsciously. So to help let that go, have a lot of water. Thank you so much for the wonderful comments. If you have any other questions, let us know, or any other comments about the techniques. Do you think you would at least give it a try?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate, April, that the example you gave us about while going on a walk with your dog. Now, a very simple thing, but emotions can escalate during a walk as well, right?
You could.
You practice that with somebody else, but once you are mindful of it, you will see that at least in the beginning, yes, when it happens with you, somebody says directly something to you, your reaction will be a little less intense. Slowly, slowly, you'll start responding. It is never immediate. It's always a process.
That's what it is.
It's a process. It
Yeah.
doesn't happen immediately. It's like
Yeah.
taking a yoga class, one yoga class, and you think, everything is right in your body. Well, that does not happen. It's a process, and mindfulness is all about practice. So practicing in simpler situations like a walk, situations where it's with somebody else, and then practice on yourself. You will see that slowly your relations will begin to prosper even more. I would highly recommend that you share these techniques with youth in your life as well. If we practice a workshop, if we practice all these techniques from the very beginning, it becomes a part of us. I wish my teachers had practiced mindfulness with me when I was in school. That did not happen. But I see that, especially nowadays, if you have children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, please share these kind of techniques with them. Youth especially are going through challenging time. Online school is not for everyone. It's hard to be indoors, not to go out for movies, meeting their friends. Anxiety is building up. So to help them stay on a safe path, it would be nice to practice these mindfulness techniques with them. Like I said, they don't have to sit down for 20 minutes and do it. A simple technique of stop or of the one question, 3 breaths is all they need. So thank you so much to everybody for being here. We really appreciate all your comments. We appreciate, I really truly appreciate, thank you, and thank yourself, please, for being here and doing this for yourself.
Sure.
Here is our email and website. If you have any questions, this will be recorded. This will be on our YouTube channel. And you can go back to this recording. And if I'm right, April, you would be sending it to everybody who had registered also, right?
Yes, Elizabeth will be doing that.
Yes, so you'll have it in your inbox, and you can practice this meditation and these techniques anytime.
Yeah.
So happy Thanksgiving. We have a lot to be thankful for. Thank you for being here. We have, I'm really thankful to be safe and healthy. And I wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving and a safe Thanksgiving. Thank you.
Mel and Monica, I want to thank you very much for, again, giving us just excellent techniques and strategies to help us through our lives. So I really appreciate your time and effort, and look forward to session number 4, which will be next Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m. So stay tuned and hope we see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, April.
Thank you.
Thank you, April.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you very much. Okay.
Bye.